Advocacy. So after watching that brief slide animation about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, you now have a little bit more understanding of, or hopefully have a little bit more understanding of what inspired Rachel Hope Allison. So Rachel Hope Allison is a graphic artist. I'm going to introduce you to her work now. We're going to do this through her website. If you go to her About on her website, she graduated with an illustration degree and has her MFA at the School of Visual Arts in New York City. And she recently rejoined the workforce and started working for a lot of nonprofit groups. Obviously, she is also very interested in environmental advocacy. So if you click on illustration, I'm not going to go through all of these, but I do want to talk about her graphic novel called I Am Not a Plastic Bag. So here's a frame from, or a page from I Am Not a Plastic Bag. This one's called Albatross at Sea. Basically what she created was a graphic novel about this debris, like as you can see, this plastic bag. This debris, along with some other debris that went flying through the air and got itself caught in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And then this brings the Great Pacific Garbage Patch to life. So she personifies the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and she makes it look like a kind of monster, and like a monster that's looking for a friend. So if you read the titles of these, I Am Not a Plastic Book, I Am Not a Plastic Bag book. This is called Beginnings. This is called Out to Sea. The Monster is Born. I Am Not a Plastic Bag book. Monster Calls Hello. And so she imagines that it's trying to make friends with the local sea life, but that nobody will accept it because it's trash. She's trying to find a friend here with a squid. And then she meets, or it meets, an albatross. And this is the garbage patch's first friend, or at least the first friend that it perceives to have. So this is called Playtime, the first time. But I think what I want to point out to you is that this is a kind of advocacy that is very personal to the illustrator. She obviously cares deeply about this phenomena. She cares deeply about our oceans and the cleanup. But her goal in doing this is really just to raise awareness and to educate in a very, very, very gentle way. And that's why she adds this little bit of humor to it. Also, when you look at these illustrations themselves, they're quite beautiful. To me, they all look like paste paper paintings, where you can kind of see, like right here, the little brushstroke scratches in them. So this is the albatross investigating, standing on an umbrella. And then that's the last of that one. And then the rest of the illustrations that she has here are for other creative projects that she's done. You can see she's doing some advocacy work for Watershed. And then obviously this is starting to play a little bit more stylistically with her work. You can also visit her sketchbook. Her sketchbook follows a lot the same kind of style that we just saw. I think in particular this one reminds me a lot of the work that she did for I'm Not a Plastic Bag book. Anyway, so that's Rachel Hope Allison.